Hey, Alex, what's up, man?
Well, I'm just rooting on the Astros, second place in the division, watching the Rangers just totally tank this season. So go boys.
My man. What's up, dude?
Oh, nothing too much. I just got a quick question for you, Dr. John. I called a couple of years ago. You really helped me with my question then, and I'm really hoping you can help me now.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm grateful that you called back.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I've got my question and then a backstory. It's all written down, so I'm just going to follow everything I've got written so I stay on script.
All right, cool.
So the question that I have for you today is, how do I remove the shame that surrounds a vasectomy that I got from a previous marriage? And then the backstory of that is, several years ago, my ex-wife and I divorced due to her choosing to walk away from the relationship. Since then, I've done a lot of tough grieving to come to where I am today. I can honestly say I have truly forgiven her and have never been in a place where I am happier and felt more purpose waking up each day. And I owe some of that to you and your team. I really appreciate that. But when my ex and I were together, we made a joint decision for me to get this vasectomy with the guidance of our doctors, counselors, and mentors due to health issues we each were going through at the time. It was the right decision for us at the time. I have peace about it, own it, and do not regret it because I did it for my ex and I's future. Obviously, neither of us saw the divorce coming. After the divorce, I took a few years off of dating. When I was ready to date again, I started seeing a really great woman. Sorry, getting a little choked up on this part. A month into our relationship, the topic of kids came up, and I confidently shared for the first time with a woman after my marriage that I had a vasectomy, to which she looked at me and said, "What is the purpose of a man who cannot bear children?"
Whoa, dude. I reject what you said when you called her a great woman. She is far from that. What nonsense.
And that was followed by her getting up, leaving, and never speaking to me again.
Good riddance, man. Good riddance. And I don't ever say good riddance, but good riddance. You don't
can
need
imagine
that. Yeah. Good God, dude. I'm sorry.
It caused me a great deal of shame and embarrassment that I had never felt before, that I believe points to some unresolved trauma that I didn't know existed.
It doesn't, Alex. It doesn't, Alex. I don't think it does. I think you got hit in the mouth by somebody with ill intent who's got her own demons, who is potentially using you as a sperm donor to her imaginary life that she was hoping to have.
And the thing is, Dr. John, is every relationship since then, I've been in a few since then, the topic has never been poorly received and, in fact, has been honored.
Of course.
But
you got to let that go, man. Let me ask you this. Do you want kids?
I think I do one day.
Okay. Have you gone to a doctor to get your vasectomy reversed? By the way, it's not a vasectomy. It's a vasectomy. Have you gone to a doctor to get it reversed?
I've spoken with some doctors, but I have not gone to get it reversed yet because the medical advice I've received is to wait as long as you can. But I've also heard mixed reviews, so I have not gone to get it reversed yet.
Well, have you gone and sat with the doctor?
Not like actually in the clinic, no.
Okay,
but
here's the deal. I want you to go to a clinic, and here's why. Here's what I want you to do. You're spinning out. Think of it this way. You were driving on a dirt road with a woman in the car, and you, for the first time, hit the gas on that car, and she grabbed the wheel and spun it out, and then she got out of the car. And you're just spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. I want you to go get some true, real information. I want you to get it's going to take you a couple of hours to give you years of peace. Because here's the question you need to answer. If I want to get this vasectomy reversed, can I do that? And by the way, I had a professor of mine who became a mentor and a great friend of mine who had a vasectomy, lost a child, and went and had it reversed. And they had a new kid. That kid's probably in college by now, for crying out loud. Worked out great. I know it's not perfect for everybody, but I'm just telling you, I want you to go talk to a doctor and say, can I do this? And if they said yes, then you go, whew, cool.
And with my ex-wife and I, one of the things that and again, I don't regret it with her and I. That was our decision. Like, I've made peace with that. We had the plan of getting it reversed or adopting. That's what both of us wanted. And I fully have peace with that. But it's just that for the first time in my life, it's every time I start a relationship, it's like, oh, what if this person says the same thing?
I know, homie, but why are you outsourcing your value to other people you don't even know?
Yeah, I think that's definitely, that has been probably the hardest part of this journey, is I realized that there's some stuff that I still have to work on.
What color hair do you have?
It's like let me put it like this. In the winter, it's brunette. In the summer, it's blonde.
Okay. When you walk into a room, my wife is into dark-haired guys. Thank God, right? And she would swipe right on your picture because you have blonde hair. And there are some women that are into blonde-haired guys that would swipe right on my picture. Does that have any bearing at all on your general worth or value in the world?
No, not at all.
So when you sit down at the table, you are a man who, in concert with his wife, made a really significant decision for her health and potentially your health. That is a partner that millions and millions and millions of women would love to wrap their arms around. Because that's a guy that's not scared to do what's right for, quote unquote, us, over his ego, over his own dreams, fill in the blank, partridge in a pear tree. And if someone's going to sit down at a table and you have to hem and haw, like, well, instead of saying, yeah, I was married before. Do you have any shame about the divorce?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Then I want you to put having a vasectomy in the same boat, especially a procedure that I think by and large is reversible.
Yeah.
Like, you have to,
at least that's what our, when I got it, that's what the doctor told both she and I.
And that's why I want you to go get some information, because I can still hear the ... in your mind. You don't still fully believe that it is reversible.
Yeah.
You don't fully believe that.
Yeah, and I think there's just that. You've said it a lot in your show. By the way, there's a lot of things that I pick up from your show that I really try and. You say Nanier quite often. I do want to tell you I say that publicly.
Nanier. That's one of my favorite stories. My wife told me once. One of her elementary school students.
But it's you give permission to 3 or 4 people to hurt you type of thing, right? You only give that to 3 or 4 people, and I feel like I'm very good at that as well. But there was just something about the power of that statement that she told it to me that just really rocked my world.
It was the first time you were vulnerable after getting your heart broken.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of courage, and you did a noble thing, and somebody took that noble, courageous moment and they just stabbed you with it.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to attach a whole bunch of narratives and stories to that one person who's got no sense of decency. None. Zero. And by the way, I think it may be John Acuff. I think it's Acuff. It calls it speaker math. And speaker math is, I can go do a talk, I can do a speech in front of 1,000 people. 999 of those people can be weeping and write me a note personally that says my life has changed and here's the things I'm going to go do. And one guy can walk out and be like, that kind of sucked. And dude, Alex, I won't sleep. I'll just stay up all weekend being like, what happened? How do I, right? But that's on me. It's not on that guy. That guy's just going to be that guy, and more power to him. It's my work to say, dude, homie, you don't get a vote.
Yeah.
And so just guy to guy, let me tell you, what you did was a incredibly noble and brave thing. And it came at a great cost. It came at a great cost of a picture of you sitting around a Thanksgiving table when your blonde hair has turned silver and most of it's fallen out, and you've got 2 boys and 2 daughters and some grandkids sitting around a Thanksgiving table, and you have a moment. You gave that picture up because your current wife's health was poor.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nobility. That's courage. And then she left you and just about broke your heart. I mean, broke your heart in a million pieces.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for you, it's like someone who got in a bad car wreck and the first time they're back out on the road, somebody hits them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, are you kidding me, dude? 2 things that don't happen very often happen to the same person right back to back.
Yeah.
Here's the practical steps. Number one, if you listen to the show a lot, you're going to know what I'm about to tell you. I want you to write her a letter, a short one. It says, your cruelty in a moment of vulnerability and courage for me was really damaging. And I'm not carrying your crap anymore. I forgive you, and I am moving on. Wherever you need to find peace, I hope you find it, but it will not be with me. Love, Alex. Not love, though, sincerely. And then I want you to set fire to that letter, not in the Dallas, Texas area because it's too dry and you'll burn the whole city down.
I'm about to say, just leave it out in the sun and catch fire.
There you go, exactly. And then anytime that voice pops in your head or anytime you're about to talk to a new person that you're on a date with and you feel yourself getting nervous, I want you to consciously drop your shoulders and smile and think to yourself, you don't get a vote. I'm a noble man. Yeah. And then go forward.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to have to practice that until one of the proudest things about you that you put forward is who you are in a romantic relationship, not the thing you're ashamed about.
Right.
And bro, before the day's over, Alex, I want you to go get an appointment with a doctor. Sit with a real doctor, get an examination. Is it the worst examination? It's the worst. The worst. It's the stirrups. Good God, it's the worst. And I want you to get the answers to your medical questions. So you know. And I personally haven't heard the wait as long as possible. I've never heard that. That doesn't mean it's not right, but I haven't heard it. But I think it's worth checking in with a medical professional to find out. And then, dude, we are head held high, shoulders thrown back. We are heading out into the world because somebody's going to be really, really fortunate to have you in their life. And you them. Thanks for the call, Brother Alex. I'm really, really grateful that you called me back. And I'm grateful that you listen to the show and that you are looking for ways to put some of these little nuggets into practice in your life. You're the man, brother.